Hello everyone. So I decided I will clone the CarsAndBids.com mobile layout and would create a iOS app. So this is their mobile layout. If we check some other screens, this is a very simple app. Comp- so I will be coding more and talking less. So as we can see, the top app bar is persistent across all pages. Maybe not the search page, maybe not the sign up page. So let's go to auctions. So first of all, I will open a terminal, would go to the directory and then make a new directory of the project name. So cars and beds. Now let's cd into it. I will create a flutter project. I will name it flutter. Let's see if it allows us to name it flutter. No, it does not. So let's name it maybe app. Yup, app is fine. Now let's open this directory in cursor. I have other instances of cursor open. Let me close them. So this is our flutter project and this is our directory, and it's inside the directory we created. So first of all, I am going to install the go router package version 16.00. After that, today I will create only two pages. So this page, auctions list page, and maybe when clicking on an auction. So this auction details page, and maybe some of it, not all of it. On apps we don't usually have footers like these, but I will still add them. Let's see. So let's go back to the auctions list page and try creating it. So I have added go router and let me remove all the comments. Let me also delete this. And let me also cut this, move this to another file. So let's call it app. The goal of my process is to keep it as simple as possible unless we have to make it complex. So we won't need those fancy complex architectures for this. So we will keep it as simple as possible. So I will rename my app to maybe just app or cars and bits app. It all depends. And now let's go back to the Go router documentation and try to do this. Maybe remove the theme. Maybe auctions auctions page. Now let's create this. I will explain my folder structure in a bit, but first let's just create it. So auctions page, we can also name it auctions list page or anything, but I guess this is fine. I wanted a stateless widget. Let's check the name of the app. I always use this convention for importing even the local files. Also, I like the old formatter. Let me copy this. So I don't like the new formatter, which does not do this, which remove the trailing comma. So I let's search for it. Yes, this is what I want. Now let's also create auctions detail page. I personally like to keep the folder structures of the pages just like we have in Next.js. So inside the auctions, we will create pages and I will call it auction, just auction. So for auction detail and page. Now let's go back to the app and add this as a sub route. Let's try running the app. I meant to run it on Chrome, but this is our auctions page. We need a material. We won't be, I won't need, or this page won't need scaffold, so I won't use that. And what if we go to auctions? Will this work? This should work. Let's delete the test for now. Let me hot restart the app. So for some reason the app is only displaying this. Let me check what is happening. Let me close the app and then open it again. But this should work. Let's see. So all the routes are going back to let's try another way. I know what this is. It is using the hash parameter and we weren't using the hash parameter. So let's Google this, how to remove it. Let's try this. This does not look right. I had done this in an old project, so let's copy from it there. Let's copy just this for now. Let's Google this. It's complaining that the app is not directly depending on it. So let's depend on it. Let's rerun the app. So let's try the URL again. It's working now. Okay, let's go. I will also name these auctions and this will be the initial. Now as we know, this app bar is persistent across many routes, so we would need to use a shell route for it. This AI is sometimes very annoying, but this suggestion is good. So but I still don't need a scaffold. So I will use a column, expand this, and this should be a custom widget. So since app bar is already taken, I will use maybe my app bar or cars, and this would be a better name, but it's a little too long. So I will use my app bar and I will put it inside app bar. For now we will just use text widget. Okay, now let's go back to see what we have done. We need to restart the hot reload or hot restart the app. Okay, so we don't need material here. And also remove this. So on the auctions page we have total of 4 main widgets. So this bar, this widget, this filters, and these tabs, and then this list. So for now I will call them app bar 1, 2, 3 and list. So let's create these widgets. So in the auctions we will create widgets directory, and then we will create app bar 1, or maybe we can call it drop down menu, and filters, and tabs, or maybe tab bar. That's That's what Flutter calls it. So let's create these widgets. I will prefix them with options page, tab bar. I will copy this. Yes, this is right. Then I will create this list, which would be I will call it just list. Let's arrange them and see the result. So we have all of our 5 widgets. As we can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's create these tiles or cards or whatever you want to call them. So I can name this list tile or just tile, or maybe card, or a better name would be to auction tile and auctions list. Now let's put these tiles into the list. And we would need multiple. So the basic layout is almost done. We need to make this scrollable. So let's ask AI to and we don't want shrink wrap, and now it's not rendering because we need to put this in an expanded, so it takes all the space. And now you can say it's 90% done. Of course, this is a joke. So first of all, I will create this card. So if we look at the card, we have let's look at this one. we have an image with this, and then title, subtitle, and this another text. So 1 2 3 4. Let's try to create this. Let's make it 300. Let's have a column. And this is our image. And we also have this star. So for the image, I will create another widget. It will be private, and it will be a stack. Let's grab the URL for one of the cars. Interesting, we can't. Let's try to do it from here. Let's also create another widget for this info. So, by the way, this is just the layout. After this, I will work on the data fetching and binding, and then I will work on the UI. That's just how I work mostly. So what should we call this? Timer and bid. This is countdown and bid. Bid, countdown, and I will also create another widget for the title because it's also a little complex. Let's see the result. also why is it complaining? Let's see. Can we really not make requests? I don't know why it's not working. I will check the console in a bit. Let's see what's the problem. It's due to cores. This can only be fixed if we have access to the server, so we can allow localhost 57134 to make requests to their server. So what's the solution for this? Maybe try using another image. I will use this. These UI layout issues are always hard to fix. We can position this with the position widget. Oh, let's see if we can do some alignment. Okay, nice. continue after a break. See you.